Have you ever wondered why some homes naturally feel peaceful while others slowly become places of stress, tension, and chaos? Two people may live in houses of the same size, in the same neighborhood with similar resources, yet the atmosphere inside those homes can feel completely different. One home feels calm, welcoming, and balanced, while another feels heavy, uncomfortable, and exhausting to be in. The difference often has very little to do with the building itself. Instead, it has everything to do with the habits, attitudes, and choices of the people living inside it. Stay with me until the end, because the final truth reveals something many people overlook. The way you live inside your home quietly shapes the life you experience outside of it. Your home is more than walls, furniture, and decoration. It is the environment where your character is practiced daily. It reflects your discipline, your values, your habits, and the energy you carry within yourself. The way you behave at home may seem private and insignificant, but over time it influences your mindset, your relationships, and even the direction your life takes. Many people believe success, peace, or happiness is created outside, in careers, achievements, or social status. But the truth is that the foundation of a stable life is built inside the home. What you allow inside your home, what you tolerate, and what you practice there will quietly shape the person you become. Certain habits may appear small but can slowly weaken the peace and stability of a household. When they are ignored, they create tension, confusion, and negative patterns that eventually spread into other areas of life. Let us explore 5 things you should never do in your home if you want your home to remain a place of strength, peace, and growth. The first thing you should never do is leave your house in anger after an argument. Arguments happen in every household. No family, couple, or relationship is completely free from disagreements. Different opinions, misunderstandings, and emotional reactions are natural parts of living closely with other people. The problem is not the disagreement itself. The problem is the way we carry the emotion afterward. Imagine starting your day after a heated argument with someone you love. Maybe you rushed out the door without resolving the tension. Maybe harsh words were spoken, and both people walked away feeling hurt or misunderstood. When you step outside your home in that state of anger, the emotional weight rarely stays behind. Instead, that anger travels with you. It influences how you speak to others during the day. It affects your patience, your focus, and your decisions. A small disagreement at home can easily turn into frustration at work, impatience with strangers, or a negative mood that spreads into everything you do. What began as a simple argument becomes the emotional tone of your entire day. Now imagine a different approach. Before leaving the house, you pause for a moment. You take a breath. Even if the disagreement is not fully solved, you choose calm instead of resentment. You choose to leave with self-control rather than anger. Sometimes it may be as simple as saying, "Let's talk about this later when we're both calmer." This small decision can completely change the direction of your day. The energy you carry out of your home often becomes the energy you experience throughout the day. When you leave with calmness and clarity, you create space for better decisions, better conversations, and better outcomes. Protecting the emotional atmosphere of your home protects the emotional atmosphere of your life. The second thing you should never allow in your home is constant disorder and dirt. Many people underestimate how strongly their physical environment affects their mental state. A cluttered and chaotic home does not only affect appearance, it slowly affects the mind. When things are scattered everywhere, when surfaces are constantly messy, when basic order is ignored, the brain quietly absorbs that chaos. Over time, it becomes harder to concentrate, harder to think clearly, and harder to feel relaxed in your own space. Even if you do not notice it immediately, disorder creates a subtle but constant stress in the background of your mind. Think about how different it feels to walk into a clean, organized room compared to walking into a messy one. In a clean space, the mind relaxes. There is room to breathe, think, and focus. In a messy space, the mind often feels restless, distracted, or overwhelmed. Your home should be a place that restores your energy, not drains it. This does not mean your home must look perfect or expensive. Peace does not come from luxury, it comes from care. Even a simple home can feel calm and dignified when it is clean, organized, and respected by the people living inside it. Try a simple exercise. Choose one small area in your home, a desk, a table, or a corner of a room. Clean it completely. Remove unnecessary items. Organize what remains. Then sit quietly in that space for a few minutes and observe how it feels. You may notice something surprising. A small change in your environment can create a noticeable change in your mental clarity. Order in your environment supports order in your thoughts, and when your thoughts are clear, your decisions become stronger. The third habit that should never exist in your home is the waste of food. Food is one of the most basic blessings of life, yet it is often treated casually or carelessly. Many households prepare far more than they need, allow food to spoil in storage, or throw away leftovers without a second thought. Over time, this habit creates more than just financial waste. It slowly weakens the sense of appreciation for what we have. Gratitude is one of the most powerful attitudes a person can develop. When people appreciate what they have, even simple things become meaningful. A modest meal becomes satisfying. A shared dinner becomes a moment of connection. But when food is constantly wasted, the opposite mindset develops. People begin to treat resources as disposable. Appreciation fades, and the sense of enough is replaced by the constant desire for more. Consider the effort behind every meal on your table. Someone planted the crops. Someone harvested them. Someone transported them, sold them, and prepared them. Food represents time, labor, and resources that pass through many hands before reaching your home. When you treat food with respect, you are not only saving money or avoiding waste, you are strengthening gratitude within your household. A simple habit can make a difference. Prepare only what you reasonably need. If there are leftovers, store them properly or share them. Teach children to appreciate the food they receive rather than wasting it. Gratitude turns ordinary meals into meaningful moments. The fourth thing you should never do is invite just anyone into your home without thought or caution. Your home is meant to be a refuge, a place where you can rest, feel safe, and restore your energy. It is the space where your family, your personal life, and your most private moments exist. Not everyone who enters your home carries the right energy or intentions. Some people bring negativity, gossip, disrespect, or unhealthy habits with them. Others may not intentionally cause harm, but their presence disrupts the calm and balance you work hard to maintain. This is why boundaries are important. Being kind and welcoming does not mean allowing everyone unrestricted access to your personal space. Wise people understand that protecting their environment protects their peace. Your home should remain a place where positive conversations, respectful behavior, and supportive relationships are encouraged. Think carefully about the people who spend time in your home. Do they contribute to a positive atmosphere? Do they respect your values and the people living there? Or do they bring tension, conflict, or unhealthy influences? Choosing who enters your home is not about pride or exclusion. It is about protecting the environment where your life is built. Finally, the fifth thing you should never do in your home is smoke or drink in front of your children. Children learn far more from observation than from instruction. A parent may give many lectures about discipline, responsibility, and healthy behavior, but children often imitate what they see rather than what they hear. If a child grows up regularly watching adults smoke or drink inside the home, those behaviors can quietly become normalized. Over time, the child may begin to view them as ordinary parts of adulthood. This is how habits pass from one generation to the next. Parents often underestimate the silent influence they have. Every action inside the home becomes part of a child's understanding of how adults live, cope with stress, and handle daily life. If you want children to develop strong, healthy habits, the most powerful teaching method is example. When children see adults practicing self-control, respect, discipline, and responsibility, those qualities naturally become part of their own character. Your actions become their lessons. A useful reflection question to ask yourself is this: if my children copied everything they saw me do at home, would I be proud of the person they become? This question alone can inspire powerful changes. Think of your home like the foundation of a building. When the foundation is strong, the structure built on top can stand tall and stable for many years. But if the foundation is weak, cracks eventually appear. Problems begin small, almost invisible at first, but over time they grow until the structure becomes unstable. Life works in the same way. Your home is the foundation of your daily life. The habits practiced there shape your mindset, your relationships, and your character. Small choices repeated daily slowly build the environment that either strengthens you or weakens you. Now here is the truth many people overlook. A strong life almost always begins at home. It begins with the way you speak to the people living with you. It begins with the way you manage your environment. It begins with the habits you practice when no one else is watching. When your home is peaceful, organized, respectful, and disciplined, that stability naturally extends into other areas of your life. Your decisions become clearer. Your relationships become healthier. Your sense of direction becomes stronger. But when your home is filled with constant anger, disorder, waste, negative influences, and harmful habits, that instability eventually spreads beyond the walls of the house. Protecting your home environment is one of the most powerful investments you can make in your future. Protect your space. Protect your values. Protect the atmosphere inside your walls. Because the habits you tolerate at home quietly shape the person you become outside of it. And when the foundation of your life is strong, everything built on top of it has a much greater chance of standing firm.